What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. Want to thank my sponsor, Steel Supplements. Link and discount code down in the description. I also let you know that Weeble was going to go through some changes. Even though I'm a preferred influencer, I will still give you the best promotion they have, but you now have to deposit $100 to receive the additional benefits. However, they will still give you free fractional shares just for opening an account and not depositing a dime. You have to use the link, though, in the pinned comment. Also, just as a sidebar here, still processing the loss of my friend Uche Waniri, who passed over the weekend. And I wanted to let you guys know his channel now has exceeded 50,000 subscribers as everyone in the community tries to rally together and make sure that his family is presented a plaque from YouTube for reaching the 100,000 subscriber mark, which is something he absolutely earned with the thousands of hours of content he provided not only on his channel, my channel, but many others as well. With that said, one thing Uche was passionate about was football gaming, and I feel like his passion would be so shown today, where we're learning more and more EA Sports is just incapable. I think that's what it comes down to. You can look at it a million different ways, but the reality is this has been one of the worst years for Madden in not only the game releasing, but supporting the game upon release. Look no further than the fact that your live updates haven't went past week 10. Look no further than the fact that they just had a massive issue with Madden Ultimate Team where prizes were not given out properly on Christmas and the entire server went down, and now you have franchise gamers losing all of their work. And I simply don't understand how this happens. How do you lose people's saved gameplay? How do you lose people's saved progress? There's no make right they can do when this happens. You essentially just have thousands of gamer hours, maybe even more than that. I mean, think about how long you invest in a franchise and then know it's multiple people. To me, I think the fact that they canceled their Good Morning Madden show Tuesday, and although they've looked to continue it, I think it shows that they just don't want to face the community anymore. They know what we know. The gig is up, if you will. They failed. This was supposed to be the most polished version of Madden to honor his legacy. So at this point, I think we've seen they're just not capable of doing it. Right? You can make right with MUT gamers all you want, but you can't make right with the rest of the community, and you've provided us a below par product for so long. And now you're not even willing to stand up and take accountability for the poor product. You had no problems years ago. Clint Oldenburg is a prime example. We mock this all the time. 2 is better than 1. When told his user score in the game was a 0.2, 0.2, not even a solid number, he joked that 2 is better than 1. That mindset, that ideology gets you where you are today. Make no mistake, where you can go through a week of not delivering on promises to gamers, having other gamers lose all of their progress in your game, and then not even respond to it in turn by having to cancel one of your scheduled shows. That is indicative of a culture of not caring about what goes in the box, what goes on the console, what gets to your consumer. And honestly, I think there's only one way to address this. There's really two. The first of which is get John Madden's name off this game. At this point, he is no longer here to sign off on this game if he ever was in the past few years, and his legacy does not deserve to be disgraced by a product not worthy of his name. This is someone that strived for excellence, that did everything he could to make men around him better. And the Madden product is not being that flagship at all. In fact, you could make a case that it's the opposite of that. Now, the NFL and EA had discussions decades ago, and it seemed that EA sold a story to the NFL about how they were capable of supporting this product, creating a game that would generate a culture, an environment for not only football gaming, but the NFL to thrive in. And I think we've all seen that has simply not been the case. At this point, I don't know how the NFL continues its agreement with EA Sports if they care about their brand, if they care about the Shield, if they care about how we perceive their product. Because I still have a relatively high bar for NFL football. I may not think highly of the league in general, but for the athletes on the field and for the product itself in terms of the game, as someone that just went to a game, Colts and Giants, I can tell you there's still a high regard for the athlete on the field when they go out and play this game that we all love. I can also tell you holistically, that passion, that desire, that want is not reflected in any Madden game I've played in the last number of years. And when it's not in the gameplay, that's fine. But now it's not even in the product. We're not updating the game. We're not continuing to make sure the game works. We're having massive game fractures, and now you're costing gamers. Whether it's a financial cost because you're not following through on Ultimate Team prizes, or it's a time cost because you're having people lose franchises they've worked so long on. Neither one of them is acceptable. Neither one of them should be tolerated just because here's a self-imposed make-right pack because we messed up. EA Sports has a legacy of messing up. If you truly cared about not messing up again, you would make sure that you didn't. But EA continues to tailspin this entire game, the franchise, the name of John Madden, the availability for no other game to make NFL, and I'm using air quotes, simulation football, because they would rather pay to block out any other competitor, knowing at this point an independent game could come in and put more passion, care, and time into putting a final product out that is going to be reflective of one that is carrying the NFL brand that would make you proud to say you worked on or even play. This game is a shell of what it used to be. It is an embarrassment to NFL fans and the league, and certainly most of that has come from the fact that it goes around a landscape with zero competition. If you had NFL Game Day, if you even had NFL Blitz, if you had any other game in the marketplace with the NFL Shield readily available, Madden would be a foregone conclusion to any gamer because they would simply buy another product because they've had so many bad experiences with what Madden has to offer. That's what it comes down to. When a customer thinks of Madden football, they think of a poor quality game. And EA is going to have to take years to rebuild that ideology of the customer with a quality product. We have seen time and time again, they're incapable of making that quality product. And we're in a position, I feel, the league needs to step in, remove this license, and give gaming companies that care an opportunity to build a brand that they can be proud of. And if EA wants to stay in the marketplace, by all means let them do that. But they need to with a product that is worthy of a purchase from a customer and the brand on the box. Love to know your guys' thoughts on this. Appreciate you watching this video. You know, when EA can't do anything right, there is no way that I won't be back in the week with more commentary.